Morning. Old Turkey Master here this morning. This ain't got a whole lot to do with turkeys. I'm showing you what's done to this little Winchester 67 rifle. I bought it from an old boy, and he'd shot it with something lodged in the end of the barrel, probably some mud or dirt, and it made a bulge in the barrel. So I cut about that much off. That's about 4 inches, I guess. Get back past the bulge. And chucked up my, you can see my Logan lathe here. And cut it off and recrowned it. And stuck it in the milling machine and milled me a 3/8 dovetail and put the front sight back on it. And I polished this barrel while I had it in a lathe and re-blued it. It was in pretty rough shape. It got a lot of pits and rust on it, and somebody had carved their initials into the stock. So I took a wood grasp and I had to cut it down below the initials. So I thinned it down quite a bit. Of course, if you do one side, you got to do the other side. And I took and cut 2 little flutes in it there to kind of give it a little better look. And then I always finish my gun stocks with linseed oil, which I use True Oil. Birchwood case, it's got dryers in it, helps it dry a whole lot faster. And I just used some super blue, just cold blue. This is just going to be a shooter, something for my little grandson to shoot and mess around with. So anytime, and I took and recut this barrel channel in the stock. These guns here, they don't really have a receiver. The receiving barrel's on one piece. And this thing's got full contact the whole length of this stock here. It's more or less like it's full length bedded. And they only have one screw holding the action in. They don't have a rear tang screw. And if you're going to float the barrel, you're going to have 2 points of contact where you can anchor the back end of it. So I just smoothed it up. It was kind of, had a lot of dirt and oil in it, kind of real rough. And got it a nice fit all the way down. And anytime when you recrown these rifles, and I just done a flat crown like a Seiko uses, and it leaves a little burr on this inside edge of the barrel, so I always lap them. I made me a little brass lap out of a piece of brass. I just cut that on 45, and I chuck it up in my little cordless drill. And I'll go to the auto parts store and get you some valve grinding compound. We used, in the old days, everybody used valve grinding compound all the time because we rebuilt them old cars. Nowadays they more or less disposable. But we put a lot of mine, the engine didn't last as long as they do now. But anyhow, it's pretty fine grit, and I just put it in the muzzle and just turn it real slow, and I just work it around a little. All I want to do is get that burr off. I don't want to really remove any lot of metal, and that should be enough right there. And then I'll take and I'll run me some patches through there and get that valve grinding compound out of it. But if you can run across a rifle and get you a good deal on one, it's pretty beat up. It don't take a whole lot. And I know everybody don't have a lathe. I've got a little gun shop here. I do a little bit of gun work and milling machines. But now they make a little tool from Brownells. It's a little cutter that you can cut this crown by hand. You don't really need a lathe. And actually you can just hacksaw it off, try to get it as square as you can, and then recrown it without a hand reamer. And you could either have somebody cut you a dovetail, then it go to the gunsmith, or they make ramps that you could put a ramp on here, and it screws down. Drill and tap it and screw it down. They also make them at solder on, like silver solder on. But I just used the dovetail because I was going to reuse the old sight. But that should make that boy, he's a good little rifle. He's sturdy little guns, and they're pretty safe because had a spent cartridge in it. I like them because they're safe to carry, and you pull that back to cock. Then they got this little wing safety, turn straight up. When you bring it up, you can see that wing in your sight picture, and you know that it's on safe. I've shot thousands and thousands of rounds through one of these, and I'm a boy. I mean, a box of .22 shells back in's a whole lot cheaper than a box of shotgun shells. So we shot everything with a rifle. We could squirrel hunt, rabbit hunt. I even took it pheasant hunting. And you shoot that much, you're going to learn how to shoot. But my little grandson, he's just in the 3rd grade now. Maybe he'll appreciate this one day. And I guess that's all for today. The old turkey master over and out.